Welcome to my podcast. Today's question: what are the results of Rahu Sun conjunction? Rahu is a shadow, a smoky shadow of your desires. The Sun is your light of consciousness. The smoky shadow of desires causes an eclipse on your consciousness. What will be the outcome? Total ignorance. But that doesn't mean the man or woman with this conjunction is not going to do well. There are millions and millions of men and women who have a big fat bank balance, and along with it, they do have big fat ignorance. So being ignorant has nothing to do with your earning. In fact, the more ignorant you are, the more corrupt you become, leading you to many ways of earning black money. It is a different story of what happens when you run out of fuel, that is karmic balance. But till then, you enjoy the ride. Rahu and Sun, when they come together, it causes total ignorance towards others. It also causes towards self-growth. Such a man simply wants more and more and more of status, power, and self-importance. With Rahu comes the nature of politicizing. Remember, Rahu is a great politician. And when you are a great politician, will you ever experience any shortage of resources? Resources will come to you. You will be a resourceful man. So the first point is, Rahu and Sun makes you a resourceful man. Remember, Rahu is an illusion, and we all are living in the age of illusion. Kali Yuga. A contact with the Sun, nativity, creates a halo around the person. Society sees such a person with a certain aura of power, importance, status. So the second point is Rahu and Sun is a man of status. Sooner or later, if other aspects are supportive, such a political mind reaches a higher status in life. Promotion is guaranteed if you are in service and your subordinate has this conjunction. Be aware, someday he is going to grab your seat of authority. Politicians are not to be trusted. Sun and Rahu is not to be trusted. So be aware. Now such a person, when has all the comforts, pleasures, you would think he will slow down. You are wrong. Rahu never lets him slow down. Rahu is more and more and more. Do more is a sign of obsession, and obsession leads you to more miseries than happiness. An obsession simply means a wound in your being, which keeps attracting you again and again. All obsessive people, when their obsessions are fulfilled, will feel lost. If you become identified with an obsession, sooner or later you will feel lost. Sun and Rahu, when they come together, they become a special DNA. You cannot change the DNA, and it is not some alien or God who has made him like this. It is in his own karma of many past lives that have made him like this. He is born with the unending desire to become larger than life. Sun and Rahu conjunction always brings this in picture. Such a person always wants something that is larger than life. And it is the greatest tragedy that till the last moment of his or her life, they never realize that nothing can be larger than life. And that's precisely what ignorance is. The greater the ignorance, the greater is the misery of life. So men with such placement rise high, but never are found to be in bliss. The poison of ambition never lets them rest in peace. Ambition starts in such a way that you never become aware what poison it contains in it. The bottle of ambition contains pure poison, but the label is not that of poison. The label says it is pure nectar. Alexander the Great is a perfect symbolic representation of over-ambitious nature, which is seen when Rahu sits with the sun. Diogenes, the divine saint, once said to Alexander the Great, "Come, join me, relax for a while." But Alexander was fired up with ambition. Rahu. He bowed before the master, looked up in his eyes and said, "O master, I will join you soon, but first I have to conquer the whole world. Then I will come back and join you. Then I will relax with you." And Alexander the Great was never able to come back. He died halfway. Neither the whole world was conquered, nor the world within was realized. If you ask me, then I would say there is no greater loser than Alexander the Great. But how many would agree to this? Very few. And you know why? Because the majority is Alexander the Great. They all are running and running and running to conquer their world, the world of their desires. And very few are Diogenes. Not many of you are going to be with me on this. The truth is hard, very hard. And still, I am sharing it because there are few out there who are not Alexander but on the way to become Diogenes. To the material world, Alexander is great. To the spiritual world, Alexander is a loser. He simply missed being with the greatest saint that the world had ever known, Diogenes. If you follow Alexander, you would find the results of Sun and Rahu to be positive. If you follow Diogenes, you would find the same results to be negative. And I would encourage you all to follow Diogenes, else you too would indulge in do more. And in this doing more, you will be lost in this vast, unlimited space of illusions. And I pray for all my followers to come out of illusions and face the truth as it is. That is my only prayer. A prayer for you all to come out of the shadow of darkness and help you all to move towards the light of consciousness. For this is the only shrine that can help you progress in life, the only shrine that can help you experience real growth, the shrine of consciousness, the shrine of love. Drop all fears and move into the world of love. This is the very shrine of God. This is the only shrine. To overcome the ill effects of Rahu, you have to become more meditative. You have to focus within. The extrovert nature of Rahu won't let you, but you have got the willpower through which you can change the course of your life. Try to be more and more meditative. Look within, turn inwards, and meditate.